Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, an intuitive card reader, and a visionary. So I'm here. I just cleansed my Bay of Fundy rocks, my cards, to refresh them and recharge them and calibrate them and all that. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today, people. This is going to be a weekly reading because of some personal upheavals in the past week in my personal life. I just didn't have the time to sit and do 12 individual videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for each sign, um, and go right through from Pisces right through to the very end of Aquarius. So that way you'll get the beginning of your week, the middle of your week, and the end of your week. That's what we're hoping for anyway. Hope to be back to the regular format for next week. So we'll just wait and see. So I'm just going to shuffle up the cards. And the very first 3 cards I'm going to pull is going to be for the sign of Pisces. Beautiful, precious Pisces. Such sweet people, for the most part. Don't tell me you know some Pisces that were just demons, because those are few and far between. I like to believe there's more good in the world than there is evil. Okay, that's it right there for Pisces. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Nice. All right. Let me get my glasses on here. So the very first card that I pulled for you, Pisces, was the Queen of Pentacles, and she's all about kindness. So the keywords for this card are generosity and love, fertility for some, money, comfort, nature, children. The advice of this card is to be hands-on with anything that comes up this week at the first of the week. I'm feeling in the way of, I'm hearing in the way of helping others, being hands-on, getting right in there and literally physically helping another person, because this is a card of generosity and kindness. Therefore, the beginning of your week is going to start that way, but it's helping the less fortunate in some form. It's all good karma. Share your knowledge as well. I'm hearing somebody's going to be asking you for advice. That is probably one of these people that are less fortunate that want to better themselves. And they're going to ask you for advice on how can they get started on, bettering their education or finding a place to live or this kind of a thing. Do you know anything? And if you do, please mentor them. That's what the card is saying. This is an affectionate, generous energy. This Queen of Pentacles is the wise helper that we all want to have in our lives every day. This could be you, Pisces. Remember, this is I forgot to say, for those who knew, this is a general reading. So for some, there's going to be following through to the endings of something. Job related for some, family issues for others, the ending of something. There's a big changeover coming through at the first of the week. Some of you have been waiting a long time for this, for Monday, tomorrow. This is for the week of, I'm not used to doing it this way, the 20th to the 26th. So on the 20th, which is tomorrow, some of you have been waiting for this counter to turn over, the something clicking over, something. I'm hearing somebody is taking somebody from their home and putting them into special care, and you've been waiting for this day, which is better for them and better for you in the bigger picture. That's strange, just a strange thing that I just heard. The key tasks on this card, the key words are to, for some of you, to spend your money wisely over the next week. If you don't, you're going to be trying to balance the books, and it's going to be hard. It'll be a hard juggle for you. So red flags are going off right there. Doesn't mean you have to deny yourself for the next week. It just means make a list of your needs and make a list of your wants. There's a huge difference between the two. See what it is that you can wait for until next week, and see what it is that cannot be waited for. You just can't wait for it. It's got to be done. Then go ahead and do it. Don't make yourself uncomfortable or anything like that. Just spend your money wisely. For those of you that are looking for some extra support on the job, at work, this is going to be the day to do it. I'm hearing dive in. It's Monday. Dive in head first. Head first. It's Monday. Make it count. Make it work. You may catch a few people off guard. This is going to work in your favor. If you're attempting to be promoted or to move ahead in any way, shape, or form, Monday's going to be the day you tackle it, which seems odd because most people are, you're like me, you shy away from Mondays. I don't want to do anything heavy on a Monday. But in the world of business, Monday's D-Day for a lot of people. Monday's kickstart. You know, in the corporate world, that's just the way it is. Everything happens on a Monday. So that's the first of your week. The second part, the middle, the lovers, about choices. Remember now, this is a general reading. So for some of you, Pisces, you've reached the end of a turning point. A decision must be made. For some of you, this could be in a decision over financial investment, over your financial future, or your family future, over a new home, or over a job. In relationships, bonds, and commitments, for some of you, you're going to have to walk away. The decision will be, do I stay or do I go now? And walk away from that. For some of you, singles, in the middle of the week, there's new love coming on the horizon. So we're talking, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, in around there. Keep your eyes peeled, even those that aren't expecting it. And you know what? I'm hearing some of you aren't so single, and somebody else is going to kind of mosey on in and get your attention. So be careful of that. Watch that. Congratulations with that. Whatever turns your crank, whatever your situation is. The advice of this card is to make choices last. Always looking at the bigger picture right now at this time. Always looking ahead, because the card's also about planning for the future, and making decisions. So these decisions that some of you are going to be making are going to be long-term. Absolutely long-term decisions. Keep your head down when you're into it. Don't let yourself be distracted from the important finer points through the middle of the week. If there's something you needed to get done, something you promised somebody else to get done, Pisces, get it done. Put your head down. Don't get distracted. Your word is everything. If you don't have your word, you don't have much in life. Keywords are love and commitment, future plans, maturity, emotions, separation, and dedication. The next card, the end of the week, we'll say the weekend, from Friday to Sunday, is a Ten of Pentacles. It's all about luck. And good luck is coming your way, Pisces. You could be celebrating a windfall, financial windfall, or unexpected amount of money will land in your lap. It could be a gift or come through other means as well. Let me get my book out on this one. Hold on. Oh, watch my rocks make a big clang, and if it does, I'm sorry. That high def sound. Ugh. Okay, just let me get my, because this is a loaded card. There it is. That was meant to come up. So good luck is coming. You celebrate a windfall or rather an unexpected financial bonus, appreciating the stability that it brings. A family gathering is on the cards as well. The usual irritations will disappear, and you will feel the love and support of relatives or close friends that you treat as family in relationships. The card predicts families being joined by love, feelings are declared, commitment follows, a couple moves in together and announces a wedding. The advice of the card is to appreciate the bonds you share as a group, and the love that comes with commitment. Your keywords are family, celebration, generosity, money, luck, completeness, and love. And Pisces, there's your general reading for the week of And I've lost it already. 20th? 20th to the 26th. Good luck with that. Now, on to the next sign of Aries. All right. Let's see here. Give them another good shuffle. Aries. Do you know how many Aries that I know? Oh, you wouldn't know. You don't care. But I know so many of them now. Most of my private readings, for some reason, if you had to balance it, it'd be way off balance. They're mostly Aries. Just about every time. It's just the strangest thing. Aries, they are full of fire. And that's what represents their sign. And they are full of piss and vinegar, somebody would say. Or some might say. Come on now. All right. See, I'm not liking the weekly readings because the time frame, the time limit. I prefer the monthlies and the mid-monthlies. I can get more meat out of the cards, you might say. All right, there we go. So this is for Aries. Uh-huh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Wow. Okay, here we go. This is for Aries. The week of the 20th to the 26th, you got the King of Swords, and it's all about ambition. This is for your first part of your week, say Monday, Tuesday, and around that area. All right, this is starting tomorrow. So this is a man who is very clever. His energy represents a strong leadership, especially in the realm of business. He's a great strategist with charm and ambition, and this guy can exert pressure wherever it's needed. This could be an actual person in your life, Aries. This could be somebody that you're actually going to be dealing with on Monday, say Tuesday, maybe part of Wednesday. There could be an overshadow, but mostly Monday and Tuesday. He can also offer calm and logical judgment. Somebody you may be talking to in forms of support is what I'm hearing. Legal matters is what I'm hearing. Somebody that you're going to go talk to say, which way should I go in this matter and what should I do next, and answer all your what ifs. This person's is going to be your lifesaver. You're going to be feeling like a lot of gratitude for this person, whoever this is, or even this energy coming through. Yes, legal issues may need some attention right now. This king, when he shows up, is reminding you that it brings a logical energy. So remain logical. Leave emotionality out of what, even if it's an emotional situation, especially legally, to do with children or divorce, division of assets, somebody being sued. I mean, it could be a multitude of different things. Remain logical. That's going to be your green flag. To remain logical. The energies are putting that out there very, very strongly. Look for facts before making any decisions on anything at all as well. Do your background work. Do your homework. If something sounds too good to be true, make sure that you investigate that. Leave no stone unturned. Putting in the extra effort is what I'm hearing. Putting in the extra effort. Going above and beyond what is required, and you'll be glad that you did that because you're going to unturn something. Something's going to pop up pertaining to those that have legal issues or the changing of hands of property or children. Leave no stone unturned. It's a red flag. It's a green flag, but there's a red flag blowing too, trying to get your attention. So the advice of this card, make sure you look for facts before making any solid decisions. Your keywords are fairness and balance, decision, strength, justice, and support. And you have that. Okay, Aries. Your middle of the week card, Six of Swords, all about calm. Swords are all about the mind. Decisions needing to be made. Things that are playing on your mind. This is a card of reassurance. It offers calmer waters after much upheaval, after going through chaos, and now like You know, it's like the Bay of Fundy. The waves are crashing and they're tearing the beach apart. And they're bringing in boulders and all. It's just total chaos when a big tide comes in like that and a big surf. And sometimes when it pulls back out again and it starts to run out, it's even worse than when it came in. It's louder and angrier. And it's saying, I'm here. And then once it makes its place known, in a manner of speaking, everything goes really calm. Very calm. After all that ruckus and all the kicking and all the screaming, now everything's gone. I'm hearing somebody needs to be heard. That's why there was chaos and upset. Somebody was not being heard. And now that they are, it's all good. That's what I'm hearing. Middle of the week. Prioritize anything that's really important at this time as well. But the card is warning you as well to leave behind people, situations, or things, but it's mostly people I'm feeling that no longer serve you any purpose at all. They're just no good for you. Matter of fact, they're holding you back. There's no growth going on, so you need to let go. And I'm hearing you'll be able to quietly walk away. It won't be that hard. You're going to quietly walk away from just a few people. This is a general reading. Please remember that. This is not for every one of you. Keywords for this card are journeys and moving, immigration, safe haven, finding peace, resolution, and protection. And the peace is going to come after you walk away. Your third card. Do not take this card the wrong way. If you're new to this channel, it isn't what you think it is. It's the card of death, and it's all about transformation. So there's the real meaning of the card is below. It's like I tell this story every time with this card. You can see this boat sitting on the seabed floor that's sunk to the ocean, into the ocean. This is a fishing dory. If you look real close at the bow and at the stern of this boat, you can see there are fishing nets. You can also see the sides are rotted out. But look above it. You see those rays coming down? Those are the blessings from the universe coming down. And when this boat sank, the owners, the fishermen said, she's dead in the water now. She's no good to us. Let her go. Let her sink. She's done. It's over. No, she wasn't. Her purpose was originally to carry fishermen out to sea to make a living, to make their catch for the day and sell their wares. And that was this boat's purpose, this dory's purpose. But when it sank to the bottom, it didn't die at all. It may be a little worse for wear, but aren't we all? Because this is all a metaphor. And we all have a few rough edges, little pointy things sticking out here and there. Again, a metaphor. None of us are streamlined and smooth. If that's the case, then you're a walking corpse because you've not lived. We get bumps and scrapes and bruises and all kinds of hurts and bobos and all kinds of things because we're living. And when you live, that's what happens. And sometimes the old you just gets worn out. You know what you have to do? Find another purpose. And that's what this is all about here. This boat has been repurposed. It serves another purpose. It homes the marine life. There's probably, there would be, if this was the real deal, there would be some coral growing. Well, there is coral growing nearby in the foreground here. There'd be plankton. It could home some of the smaller sea life. You may get an octopus might take home in there. And it can, protect the weaker marine life from the bigger marine life. It becomes a home in many ways, shapes, and form, and a feeding ground, and maybe even a breeding ground. Who knows? But there's a big change coming up for some of you. General reading. Some of you are going to go through, and it's almost overnight, like boom, overnight. Just snap. I can't snap my finger. There we go. I want my book on this one too. I don't mind taking the time. It's a major arcana as well, which emphasizes the power, of course, of the card. Not the tower. We don't want the tower. I want the death card. There it is. So here's what the card says. I told you what I thought, but here's what the card says. Death does not reveal physical death. It expresses a great change in your life. There you go. A transformation that is essential if you're to begin a new phase. Whatever you no longer need is taken when whatever you no longer need is taken from you. Death is necessary for something new to be born. Absolutely. Remember that. Something has to die before something new can be born. This may be unsatisfying work. It could be a stuck relationship or anything that constitutes old ways of being, including habits that no longer serve you. For this reason, death clears away confusion. It brings a situation to a natural conclusion. That's what I meant by quietly walking away. Just quietly. It won't be as hard as what you think it's going to be. From this point onward, new people, new ideas, new opportunities are going to enter your life, and a whole brand new era is going to beckon. So we usually have to go through the rough waters, that period of adjustment that we don't like, the challenges that come with that, in order to hit smooth waters again. But once you do, you'll look back and you'll go, well, I'm kind of glad I went through that, because I did learn some really cool lessons that I'm never going to forget. And if it wasn't for those lessons and those challenges and those bumps that were in front of me that I had to get past, I probably wouldn't be here yet. I would probably still be groping around trying to find my way to where I am now. So be grateful when these things come at you. It's hard. It's easier said than done. No two ways about it. None of us like challenges. We cringe. We like, oh no, I don't need this. But sometimes you do need that. Sometimes I need that. Sometimes we all need that. The advice of the card is to allow what will be, and rather than resisting change that needs to happen, embrace it. Your keywords are rebirth, endings, change, beginning, release, relief, and conclusions. And that is your week, Aries. And I hope you enjoyed that. So now on to the next sign, which is Taurus. You see why I don't like the weekly readings? They're not long enough, are they? No, they're not. Not this way. But I thought that putting this out at least was a little bit, and it was better than to put nothing out at all. I've got people in Bay of Fundy Fortunes waiting for their weekly readings, and I will not let these people down. They're my homes. They're my homies, you might say. They're a good bunch of people. My goodness, they're a good bunch of people. I put on a free live stream pendulum reading last week, and it was a hoot and a half. We had a lot of fun. I laughed and I laughed. Oh my goodness, it was fun. I do that once in a while. I'll pull the pendulum and just go live stream just off the cuff. This is for Taurus, please, for the week of the 20th to the 26th of March, 2017. Right there, all right, if you say so. Uh-huh, okay, good. Oh, interesting. Huh. What is going on with March and you guys and making big decisions anyway? Just bear with me for a moment. I had a little sip of tea here. All right. Okay, Taurus, the Bull. 6 of Wands, all about success. This is your Monday, Tuesday, maybe shadowing into Wednesday. This card shows up. It brings you bringing success. What a way to start a Monday, hey? After hard work and dedication, others are going to be drawn to you. You're going to be having a sense of something you've completed, and boy, are you proud. This is big. This is real big for you. General reading, remember, but this is big. Proud to the point you're glowing. You're shining. And people are going to be drawn to that. It's like this flame, this light that's going on, and it's showing here, and your energy is emanating this positive, feel good, and people are going to be drawn to you, and you're going to be going, holy jeez, I should do this more often. They like me. They all really, really like me, and it's going to make you. You're going to be walking on air come Monday, Tuesday. What a way to start the week. So it's going to bring a lot of special attention your way. And some of you, to get away from that for a moment, some of you may be looking at a new romance beginning at the beginning of the week. Some of you may be looking at a proposal. Although I don't know who would ever, because getting proposed to on a Monday or Tuesday seems off the wall. That would be a surprise. It doesn't seem like the kind of day you'd do that, does it? You'd save that for a Thursday or Friday night or Saturday night, something like that. The advice of this card is to do not uh, do not hold back. This is your time to shine. You deserve success, and it's coming for a lot of you. Your keywords are victory and education, awards, love, proposals, strength, and ceremony. That's a great way to start the week, I tell ya. Nine of Wands is your next card. This is like your Wednesday, Thursday. Nine of Wands is all about defense. I'm going to pull my card on this one, because this is another loaded one on my book. I'm sorry, I always call the book a card. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Okay, so the meaning of the card. This 9 sees you exerting yourself to the full, protecting your job, your property, or otherwise defending your actions. You may have to make sacrifice. You may have had to make sacrifices in the past, and feel that you need to justify them by staying put. However, you may need to ask yourself if you're holding on too tightly to something due to fear of change. Yes, fear of change. In the need of a constant vigilance and exhausting habit rather than a free choice. Is this constant diligence and afraid of letting go because you're afraid of change? And you're wearing yourself out. It's taking more energy. I'm hearing more energy to keep you where you are, be it your job, your home, your relationship, anything at all where you live. It's taking more of your energy to remain there than it is to leave, than it is to start moving, than it is to start saying, all right, I'm making some changes here. It would take less energy to do that than to keep yourself where you are at this moment in time. The advice of the card: protect what is yours by all means. Free up your thinking. Create some mental space to plan for the future. And I felt that in connection with that, thinking of the future. This is why you need to make change. As I said, stop holding on to what isn't serving you anymore, that is just draining you. Trying to hold something together, and life is telling you it's meant to fall apart now. It's meant to unfold. The layers are meant to peel back. This is meant to be exposed. It's meant to be used and moved on. You move on from that. So your keywords are determination, challenges, sacrifices, hard work, protection, rigidity, and fear. Rigidity being a key word. Okay, and nines are about new beginnings as well, the beginning of new things, new ventures. The last card, your Two of Swords, is crossroads, and this carries you in from like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and towards the end of the week. Remember, where there's 3 cards for a 7-day week, most of them are going to overshadow each other by a day or so. So this is about crossroads. So you can see the two cross swords. And what this card is saying very blatantly, you are almost not at war with yourself. That's not what I'm trying to say. In conflict with yourself. You've got to make a decision, and that decision, you can't find that middle ground. And you've got a choice. There's 2 choices. And you can't go one way or the other. You're in a real predicament. This is important, too, for whoever this applies to. You're locked in conflict. The card is saying neither side's going to win either. It's not going to win. Both sides are equal. There's an equal stance. Whatever, I wish I could pick up on what it was. Whatever this is, you have to make a choice. So you're really feeling the pressure here. You can't have both. Oh, for some it's relationships. 3-way deal. Somebody has to make the choice between one or the other. You have to make a choice. You can't have both. Whoever that's for. Non-gender specific. It could be male, female, or anything like that. Some of you may find yourself in a situation as well that may not even be of your own doing. That's outside of that relationship thing I was just talking about. Somebody's going to get pulled into something and you had nothing to do with it. And the way to get out of it, this is a sticky situation. It's very strange. What I'm feeling here, it's strange. There's an obvious clue somewhere that you're missing that'll get you out of it. You're missing a major clue. And it's not that hard to see, and it's not that hard to find. You're so blinded by frustration and uncomfortable, and it's raising your hackles. So everything is more of an emotional thing instead of clearing your mind and trying to think your way through something. That's what I'm hearing for you. The advice is to take a fresh look. Any action or decision right now is better than none. And sometimes you got to lay down your cards in life, and you got to walk away and literally put your mind somewhere else and then come back to it later. And that recharging of your brain and your spirit and your energy, which is really important when it comes to things like this, is going to make the world a difference. You need to lay down whatever it is, and you need to quietly walk away and get away from it. Don't ponder it. Once you remove yourself, stop thinking about it. Get your mind somewhere else. Yeah. The key words are doubt, uncertainties, strategies, indecision, stuck, disconnection, and blocks. And that, dear Taurus, beautiful Taurus, that was your reading for March 20th through to the 26th. So the next card, or the next sign, I'm sorry, is Gemini. So what is Gemini up to this week for the week of March 20th through to the 26th, 2017? What is Gemini up to? This is for Gemini, the twins. You know, sometimes I don't know what to think of Gemini because you get, it's almost like having twins, but except that they're very different from each other. The cards will come up and you'll see one extreme to the other, which is, yeah, it's kind of silly, but I do. I haven't even turned a card yet, and I'm already hearing on the fence. Sitting on the fence, Gemini, you're sitting on the fence about something. There it is. About something. Oh, dear. Oh. Very first card, Gemini, that I pulled for you is the Tower of, and it's all about destruction. In my deck here, it is not a tower, but a ship. But the essence is the same. It's under destruction. Lives could be lost, that kind of a thing, but not literally. All these cards, when this comes up, they're more metaphors than they are anything else. Metaphors and energy. This is the card of endings. This is the card of breakdowns. And for some, it will be a little bit of chaos in your life at the start. See, there's my Monday. I don't like Mondays. And, you know, if this was for Cancer, I'd want to crawl under the table and put on a crash helmet and just hide, because tomorrow's Monday and Mondays and we normally don't get along. But you know what? Every once in a while, I'll have a Monday that's just over the top good. And boys, oh boys, am I grateful. Let me tell you, because it just, Mondays, if crap's going to happen, it's usually on a Monday. But this is the end of things. And also, breakthroughs is somebody, if you've been sitting on the fence with, as I said, not being able to make a decision, not being able to decide. You've been on the fence. That's what I heard before I even turned the cards over, and it's coming through. Feeling the heat off the card here. And you're going to have to jump down one side of the fence or the other. I'm hearing if you don't, you're going to be pushed. And the decision will be made for you. So you have to think about that. The advice of the card is to give up control and surrender to the universe for this week. I'm feeling this for the whole week, right through to the weekend. Begin a new way of thinking, the card encourages. Working and living. Begin a new way of working or a new way of living. You're now free to start over. For some of you, this is a fresh start, a brand new beginning. You can have a stronger foundation and you'll be able to rebuild once was, and what has fallen, you'll be able to build it up again. That covers many areas of your life. Some of you are going to feel like your world is falling apart on this Monday. This is not your fault. The card is saying it's not your fault. Anything that's going to come at you is out of your control. You will receive a breakthrough once the emotionality, the cloud of emotionality and shock clears. There will be a breakthrough. Anytime there's the ending of anything in your life, be it relationships, anything, jobs, deals, contracts, all kinds of things. When it comes to an end, it doesn't necessarily mean it's being destroyed. It just means there's an ending. It's final. Tout fini. There's always something new to come along and replace it. We don't have, within our realm, within our spirits, within our energies, we don't have empty pockets or empty gaps. Everything is full at all times. There's a placement for everything. There is no space. Everything is conjoined. Everything is connected. So when one thing ends and moves out and away, something else has to slide into its place. It's the law of attraction and the law of the universe. That's a heavy first card. Second card, Five of Wands, is about competition. This would be in your, like Wednesday, Thursday, in around the middle of the week. Okay. I want my book on this. Yeah. That was a heavy first card. I got a lot. I could feel the heat coming off of that card big time for some of you. General reading, guys. Please remember. So this is a card of competition and tests. You may be also feeling overwhelmed by other people's opinions. In families, this 5 can show demanding children, and at work, colleagues who talk first, usually over you. And it's a fight just to get heard. An additional meaning is dealing with a deluge of emails and phone calls and meetings that threaten to pull you in too many directions at once. The advice of the card, become the observer. You'll soon know who needs your help. However, try not to heal everybody and focus on yourself as well. So your keywords are posturing. So that's kind of like pretending to be something that you're not, or you're doing something that you're not really doing. Your ego comes into play, your pride. There'll be debates and tests, opinions, communications overload. This is going to be middle of this week for you. Extremely, extremely busy to the point you're going to be feeling very overwhelmed. Very, very, very overwhelmed. Come the end of the week, you're really going to need the break. That's all I can tell you right there. Trying to be heard at work. Wait for another time. I heard wait. Put it on the burner for just a couple of more days. And maybe try again on Friday, right here. Maybe try that towards the end of your week, whatever it is that you were approaching and going for. Give it a couple days till the air clears. You got to let the air, or it's just going to, confusion's going to reign. And, you know, it's like running in one spot. You're getting nowhere fast, but you're getting very, very tired. All that wasted energy. The last card is the Two of Pentacles, and it's all about options. All about options. And I'm hearing if you've got options, you're very, very lucky. Very, very lucky indeed. Your keywords are choices, property, finances, balance, judgment, contracts, and details. The advice is pay attention to the details of any financial agreements right now. Friday, I'm hearing Friday. Something's coming down on Friday. The end of a deal, the closing of a deal, the signing of a deal, the agreement, a handshake, a verbal agreement. Any offers, any agreements, look for long-term benefits rather than short-term gain. Sometimes it's okay to do the short-term thing. Get the instant gratification. Card is saying not here, not Friday, not in this case. No, no, no. Hold off if you have to until you can straighten things out and have them bending more in your favor, because you can. There's allowance there. Nobody's going to offer it to you on the other side of this. you have to more or less take it and say, well, I want it to bend a little more my way. The 2 also shows that a decision is underway. You mulling over your options and looking at all possible outcomes. And this could have to do with jobs or travel, travel for study for some, going away, potential, new home for some, personal finances for others. Oh, excuse me, where'd that come from? Oof. And if you're not careful, finances could become drained. And you may have a hard time making your books balance. I'm hearing paying for a flight to travel for educational reasons, and you've got all that taken care of, but you don't have anything else. You need more money, and you have to go about finding it. So if you have to approach somebody, as the card said earlier, approach somebody, wait until things calm down. Don't approach them right now. It's too much of an overload for the person that you're going, and it's too much. There's just too much chaos to fight your way through to get to that person of support. So there was your reading, Gemini, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it resonated with some of you. So now on to the next reading, which is Cancer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cancer. The crab. Can I get crabby? No. Am I good at sarcasm? No. Yeah, I can get crabby. I get moody. When I get like that, it's best I tell everybody. When I get like that, just leave me alone. Because I don't have anything out to get anybody. Or I'm not upset with anybody. Or I need to recharge. I'm one of those cancers. I require a long time to recharge. And then I'm just the most fantastic person you'd ever want to hang out with. Okay. Whoa. All right. Right here, Cancer. Oh, I'm nervous. King of Wands. Loving it. Really? Uh-huh. Wow. Now I can get my ego out and get all cocky about it here. King of Wands. Practicality. He's a handsome looking guy. All right. This card, when it shows up, Cancer, this is a man of action. He's engaging. He's inspiring. He's a leader. He could be an energy. He could also be you at this point. He could represent you, Cancer. General reading applies to some, not all. This guy will always tell it like it is. This guy's also connected to a lot of traveling and a lot of important people. Strongly connected to a lot of people. So in this case, on your Monday, Tuesday, you could meet this person. This could be an actual person. Or this could be you, that feel like you're feeling important. The card is here to also nudge you to indicate that you should find practical solutions to practical problems. Don't blow anything out of proportion. Don't read into things. Stay with the here and now. Stay practical. Remain practical. That's what he's all about. He's the king of practicality. Explore your passions. This is for some of you. Look to unconventional people and unconventional places for new ideas. Refreshing ideas. Your keywords are energy and creativity, power, passion, wisdom, freedom, and openness. I'm sensing the openness and the freedom very strong at the first of the week. A new sense of freedom. I hope so. Damn. We could all use a little bit of that. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go. And some of you that know me really well, you know what I'm talking about, so you're probably laughing your heads off. 10 of Pentacles. Middle of the week, it's all about luck. We had this earlier for one of the other signs. And this is a great card. This is a good luck card. It tells you, oh, please let this work for me. Please let this resonate for me. That luck is changing and money's coming your way. Cancer. It could be a windfall, an unexpected win, like a lottery. It could be a gift, a huge, this is a lot of money we're talking about here. We're not talking, we're talking a few $1,000s and up is what we're talking about. We're not talking petty cash here. Where's my, bear with me, Cancer. One moment. There we go. For some of you, a family gathering is in the cards when this card appears. And it's going to be a good family gathering. You'll be, we all have those times where we've got Uncle John and Aunt Ethel, and you remember what happened at the last family gathering and how horrible it was, and you're dreading seeing them, and they always ask you the same questions over and over and over again. And once they nail you down, it's hard to get away, and they monopolize you. You want to socialize with the rest of the family and move around, and you're dreading it. But you know what? All that's going to fall to the wayside. There's something else going on here where it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. It's going to be good time had by all. A lovely, lovely time. The advice of the card: devote time and money to your interest and into your home, and you can be the center of your world and appreciate all the good things in life right now. This is a wonderful card. Keywords are luxury, leisure, relaxation, home, abundance, excuse me, independence, and generosity. This is a really feel-good card. There could also, the card is also saying appreciate the special bonds that you share as a group and the love that comes with commitment. Also, family and celebrations are on board. Generosity, money, luck, love, and completeness. Some of you are going to be feeling like everything's falling into place. Everything is coming up roses. Fate and destiny. I get tongue-tied. Fate and destiny. You can feel it. You're going to feel that this is, I'm just, the strong intuition overwhelming me. You're going to feel like destiny has absolutely stepped up to the plate and come into play, and you're going to know it. You're going to say, this is not coincidence. This was not happenstance. This was not chance. This was meant to be. Whatever this is. It could be a lot of things, because there's a lot of you out there. It could be anything from jobs, making a move, meeting a person, falling in love, falling out of love. You don't know until it comes. That's in the middle of the week. Can you imagine if all that happened on a Wednesday? That'd be one heck of a hump day, I tell you. All right, so Ace of Wands, it's all about growth. And I say growth, not gross. I kill myself. No, I don't. Hold on. Ace of Wands. Of course, you all know what they are, right? Aces are all about, they're all about new beginnings. And once again, practical things. So some of you are starting a new job. Some of you are making a new move. Anything that's practical. Some of you may be buying a brand new vehicle. Some of you may be taking a trip as well, is what I'm hearing. So the card is here to tell you that you are crowned. You are crowned with success under the influence of this creative ace. As new projects, work, ideas, and travel plans take off, you're able to communicate well now, to share your vision and persuade others to get on side. If you've been wondering if your plans will succeed, this card is here to tell you, yes, it will. Whoa. How wonderful is that? Yes, it will. You know, sometimes we flip in here no too many flipping times. So, you know, when we get a yes, I know what I'm like when something goes my way or I have a great day. I spend the rest of the day and all the quiet moments in between giving up thanks and being grateful. I literally take the time to give up thanks and be grateful. Gratitude's very powerful, especially when you're feeling it. When you feel the warmth come through you, and you feel your heart pound a little faster. You feel your heart swell a little more. Even in a good way, your chest can hurt. It becomes a physical thing. Always put up gratitude. Always, always, always. And you can't do it enough. And mean it when you do it. Don't say, oh yeah, I got to put up gratitude, just, whatever. No, you need to mean it, and you need to be sincere when you put up the gratitude. And there's new beginnings here. Huge new beginnings at the end of the week. New starts for some of you. It's very, very exciting. I'm hearing new dates, first dates, romantic dates, dinner dates, for a few of you. And some of you are excited and you can't wait for the weekend to get here. It's very relatable. Step into your power right now. Invent, talk, create. Whatever you say is going to be well received at the end of the week. The beginnings, the keywords are beginnings and intuition, adventure, ideas, creativity, success, and for some, fertility. And fertility doesn't necessarily mean pregnancy. Fertility means growth, blooming, thriving. So, anyway, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that reading. That was interesting. So, on to the next sign, which is the sign of Leo, the lion. Welcome back, Leo. I had to stop the camera for just a moment, but now we're going to get into Leo, the lion, for the week of March 20th through to the 26th. Leo, the lion. Give us some good messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. I don't do pop-outs. Don't ask me what they are. I'm going to peek. No. Oh my goodness. All right. One more trill. Yes, one more. All right. Leo. Right there. All right. Let's see what we got, Leo. I know so many Leos. So many. Okay, so your very first card for Monday, Tuesday, and there's an overshadowing period on to Wednesday, probably. 8 of Swords. It's about restriction. There's a way to start a Monday. Yeah, feeling restricted. Not. Second card. Oh, come on. Oh, Leo. 5 of Cups represents sadness. Third card. Not bad. 7 of Cups. I like the number 7. It's about possibilities. And if you got possibilities, you're doing pretty darn good. So the first card that I pulled for you, the 8 of Swords. Swords are all about what's going on in the mind. They're all about reflection. They're about needing to make decisions, trying to figure things out. It's things that are on the mind when it comes to the swords. And this one here is about restrictions. So what? Some of you are feeling, obviously, restricted by your work, restricted by your relationships. Some projects for some of you are feeling locked in. And I'm feeling tired of this, had enough. I wanted it over with a month ago. So that's for some of you. Some of you shows your relationships are on lockdown. They're stagnant. They cannot grow. And they're frozen where they are. End of. And some of you are wanting to move on from that. You're going to want change. You're going to want new. You're going to want fresh. And you're stuck there. You're restricted. You can't. One of you is not, for others in new relationships, one of you is not free to commit. You want to commit, but one of you is not free to do so. Some of you are bound by too much responsibility. and your freedom is not your own. Your time is not your own. The advice of the card is to get practical and get control of your life and your future, and never mind what others think. Free yourself by being less tolerant of others. You have no time, I'm hearing no time for foolishness. Can't take on anymore. My plate is full. There's sideboards on my plate holding it all together. It's only going to take the camel to break, or the straw to break the camel's back. I can't take any more. I can't move. There's no freedom. There's no feeling of movement. There's no freedom of energy. There's no flow. Everything's on lockdown. That's a horrible thing. The advice of the card, yes, is please get practical and less tolerant of others. Just don't be rude, but make yourself clear. Make sure your communication is in your face when it comes to people, in their face. Your keywords are separation and fear, burdens, lockdown, or vision, or lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. Searching for change, hungry for change. 5 of Cups, middle of the week. Sadness for some. I'm hearing with Venus retrograde. Something from the past coming back in. Keywords for this card are unhappiness, dejection, negativity, negative thoughts, confusion, disruption, and abandonment for some. Advice is look for and accept support. The situation is not hopeless, and you will heal. Stop feeling like this is the end of your life and this is the end of the world is what I'm hearing. There is something new waiting for you down the road. A place of comfort for you. A place you're going to fit in easier. A place that you can slide into and say, okay, I could do this till the end of my days. This is all right. Comparing to where you're coming from, you got to keep your mind open as far as that goes. Look for and accept any support that you come across, any possibilities. Don't leave any stone unturned. The situation is not hopeless. This 5 reveals sadness due to loss of a relationship, excuse me, loss of work, friendship, for some bereavement. This 5 reveals unexpected breakdowns or breakups from a person, a job, and finding yourself on your own 2 feet. Feelings of regrets as well. If you could go back and change things, you would go back and change things. Last card, end of the week. 7 of Cups, all about possibilities. This is all emotional stuff too. Right off too, I'm feeling strong because of the swords and decisions to be made, and 2 cups of emotional, overwhelming emotions. And the energies are that way. Because it's emotions, there's going to be some severing of relationships for some, and beginning anew, as long as you don't lose your footing. Many choices right now, when this card comes up, are available to you. So you do have a few facts available, enough to get you started, to jumpstart whatever it is that you are starting new, any venture that is at the beginning stages of that. You've got enough to get started with, just to get you going. The card is also advising, don't fall for fantasy at this time. You have no sense of what is real. And your imagination can run away with you. So you got to be very, very careful. You're not jumping to conclusions. You're not making assumptions without any facts to back them up with, or you're going to open up a terrible Pandora's box if you do. The advice is, do not rush into things. Wait and see what manifests. So sometimes it's the best way to do it before you lose your cool, before you go, that's it, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm changing this, and I'm hearing that. Some of you are going to be going, I'm not putting up. Don't jump the gun. Sit back, bite your tongue, zip your lip, and sit back quietly and observe, just to see what's going to manifest. Then take your cue from that, because that's where it's going to matter. Your keywords are fantasy and confusion and choices, dreams, imagination, vision, and passion. And there is your reading, Leo. And I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it resonated with you as well.